in to Talon versus Team Liquid, game 1 of this best of 3. Some juicy picks. It's not like a CM.
Yeah, it's like you overpower if your lane is already going to be good at it, as up top Mickey.
Mickey, is that going to be first blood? Indeed it is. Jabs on his Winter Wyvern off lane. Will get a nice money injection into his pocket. Sania continue to inject some HP and mana to him. Ollie takes the soul assumption. Boxy continuing with the batteries onto the tower. He's going to get the kill, but if Zai goes down, this will be Talon favorite. Sure gets the bash, and 23Savage, actually Ollie, technically gets the kill from the grave.
Slow pressure bottom.
Oh, Mickey.
As
Mickey's going to get spotted. There's the charge and the zip.
He's
going to be an easy pickoff. Trying to get the kill for Makoto, and he'll find it.
Wants to be an invisible dragon later on. Very hype.
That's always hype.
Oh, charged through.
Yeah, Boxy not able to get the cogs off. Hook shot onto the creeps, but he still finds the connection he needs. But Makoto's there to help out. Ends up getting this kill onto the clockwork eventually as the Global Silence first usage of the game. But now Talon on the run as Nisha trying to make a connection as well as Mickey slowing them down with the Lucent
23 is TPing.
Maelstrom is online now for 23Savage. Makoto completely out of mana though. The full Eclipse now basically reserved for Jabs, but he gets off the curse just in time. And that means Mickey is beating the ever-living crap out of Obi. Gets saved though. Nice job from Insania, but the Chronosphere coming out onto Mickey because Insania can't link up to the Luna any further. Flipping a 2-for-1 to start as Q's going to drop next. Nisha getting extremely low and is brought down by 23Savage. Finishing that Maelstrom just in time. A double kill for him. Boxy back into the fight again. Gets 23Savage inside the cog. The time walk towards the fountain. By the fountain, I mean the Lotus Pool. Basically the same thing, of course.
You take Roche really quickly.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Nisha. Be a bit careful.
Remember to have this ward.
Bit careful, young man. He's getting charged. And you can see Insania was looking like he might have wanted to link up to Nisha. He's getting charged still, and he will die. He gets most of the Ancients, but just like that, 2 dead for Liquid. Jabs, Cold embracing himself. The Global comes out. Zai also out of mana and surrounded by members of Talon. Jabs just going to go down to the Familiars, but it'll be a trade for Zai. So 3 dead for Liquid, and they find the offlane and support. Boxy able to TP out in the midst of danger. The tier 2 tower is going to start to take damage now for Talon. And they're not really... Do they want to defend this? Doesn't look like it.
They're
going to be a freebie
if they still want to do this. So it's just a free tier 2 as Makoto is TPing in.
Charge is coming. Bulldoze activated. Zai, the Yules is there from Nisha. Take off the Bulldoze, forcing out the BKB from Q. Now Makoto trying to go on top of Visage, but that is a really tanky target. 23Savage is looking for a potential Chronosphere, but gets stunned mid-air. And now will be forced back by the Ancients, kind of in a weird spot. Jabs is just going down, but the Chronosphere comes out on 2. The Curse on top of Luna, not the greatest layering from Talon. It's a 1-for-1, but that's a core for support, and now they're going to find the big, bad, faceless Void. Down goes 23Savage, and now
there it is,
we're going to see the Tormentor. Who gets the shard? It's going to be the Jetpack.
It's Jetpack, man. Oh, damn, that's Liquid.
Just like that, 8K lead.
Yeah, this is about to be damn more. It's just going to go hit your tier 3 tower as Talon, not the fight that they waited so long to then take this fight, and not the best manner as Liquid. Just going to go straight up into the high ground. It's nighttime, you've got the Luna Aura, you've got the birds, drums, you have edicts. This is a dead Rex.
My goodness, yeah, 40 seconds without Void. I don't think you can fight it. Even if he was up, no Chrono, no Curse. You do have Global though, but I think you're right. I think they have to give this up. And one good thing out of this for Talon is that they still have their tier 2s in the other lane, so Liquid will have to back away regardless. But that is an early Rax to give up.
Aegis, Cheese against a Void lineup, like they kind of lag damage. You know, they might have enough to kill one, but I don't know if they can fight through an Aegis.
Yeah, the Talon are too late. I don't know if they want to still go in here. Oh, 23Savage is going to get the Chrono. This is on the Luna.
They'll need to global the reload.
Aegis this time. Relocate, but the Global Silence is there. So they do get the successful kill onto the Luna. Now the charge onto Insania. Nisha left all alone for the time being. And his partner in crime will drop. And Nisha still with that Aegis in tow. And the TP is actually canceled via the Curse. So Zai stuck in place as well. Very good fight for Talon, but 23Savage taking a little bit too much damage. Boxy with the hook shot onto the BKB Q, stuck inside the cogs. They'll be able to clean him up, but 23Savage going in and out with that shard. It looks like Zai will eventually be brought down to his knees. If Visage does have knees, we'll never know. As Boxy
the bash
trees with Nisha trying to get up. The TP gets canceled. That is the Aegis, and he is going to be completely surrounded by Talon. Getting off the Bloodstone with that Pulse Nova as well, so they have to be a bit careful, but 23Savage is there to try and finish him off in style. And from range they go. Q with another charge, and a huge fight for Talon despite giving up the Aegis and Cheese.
Damn, it's 23Savage. He's just dancing on them in this fight. This is the best Faceless Void fight you could even ask for. 20 time walks. It's really important for Liquid that they need vision in the fight, and I think they need to be the ones going in first. It is nighttime soon, so that will help them a lot with the Lunar Aura.
Yep, smoke broken. Q will find Box at his heart. Turns on the jetpack. Makoto with the BKB. Trying to finish off this Clockwork, but that's a pretty hard kill to get. But Nisha all alone in the river. Insania is ready to go. Gets off his Greaves. They global, but it's really to no effect. But 23Savage coming in with the Chronosphere. Insania has his relocate going, and that'll save Nisha. But Zai will get blown up inside the Chrono. Now these big spells are down.
Good curse.
Big curse onto 2, but it's only Nisha right-clicking Io. Take buildings. There's a fortification out. Talon will have everybody up in 10 seconds.
If they can take this tier 3, that's a huge deal. We've seen Luna Glaives before.
Indeed. Yeah, but no Chrono, no Wyvern ult. How can they hold without it? 23Savage with the time walk back in and out.
That's a big zip.
Electric Vortex,
Cheese.
But the Cheese from Insania saving his fellow Nisha. Mika getting bashed in the meantime. 23Savage is doing as much as he can to try and delay, but this is going to be 2 sets of racks for Liquid. And Talon still jumping in. Mickey pops the BKB, has Insania linked up to him right now. 23Savage barely gets out in time with a big time walk. And Liquid not looking to stop anytime soon.
That's a solo curse.
Solo curse not going to last that long, so another wasted ult it feels like. Now the Aghanim Scepter online for the Storm, but do they have the Wombo combo potential? 23Savage in and out again, but these buildings are just melting in the face of Liquid. There's the initiation from Makoto into absolutely nothing because they have nothing, but Mickey still drops.
The racks.
Melee racks 1 hit away. Nisha going in for the last-ditch effort here. We'll be able to get that melee racks. The range, the only thing alive now for Talon between them and Mega Creeps. As Q gets bursted into the ground, it's a buyback down to the Spirit Breaker. But this is going to be Megas for Liquid. Despite losing their position 1, they get basically everything they signed up for.
23 in the back.
Be a dieback if he's not careful. Jab's getting bursted down by this Pulse Nova. There's the Chronosphere onto 2. It's going to be enough to take out Zai. Let's see if Insania will be next. Nice fuels from Nisha.
Good cancel.
comes in with the Electric Vortex onto 2. Big charge coming in as well. They finally take down the Io. But even if they were to team wipe here, it's still Mega Creeps. Nisha TPing out, but the Nether Strike is there to cancel it. He's going to have to try to get back the old-fashioned way.
Good cogs.
Nice cogs from Boxy, keeping 23Savage busy. But they have vision, so Q gets another charge onto Nisha on the back line as Boxy's going to go down to the right clicks. So the last remaining... Adding insult to injury, Mega Creeps, they get the Wisdom Rune. Nisha will likely die as Q really wants to finish him off, and he'll do so. So a full team wipe, but Talon have no buildings.
Yeah, this is...
And even if they were trying to push her, there's 4 buybacks for Liquid.
This is SEA's strongest power spike, Shannon.
Yeah, that's one thing. Liquid don't really exactly, other than the hook shot, don't have a ton of jump. As the Diabolical Edict starting to go out here from Nisha. Charge to try to delay from the likes of Zai.
All no need to jump, Savage, just go into buildings.
Walks in, time walks out. Zip on in, zip on out. That's all they can do, but the buildings are still melting to the Familiars and the Moonglaves. Both tier 4s extremely low. Q forced to pop his BKB.
Eclipse.
There's the Eclipse coming out. The Chronosphere onto 4 heroes into absolutely nothing. That has been the problem for Talon all game long, but a nice charge. Keeping Nisha at bay. He's getting pretty low, but the Bloodstone keeping him nice and healthy. Another Eclipse comes out. Not enough to get an initial kill, though. But again, the Ancient exposed. There's the fortification, but Liquid will likely be able to take this out now as GGs are called. So Liquid take game number 1. I mean, you can see the ideas from Talon.
Yeah.
It's just they didn't get late enough into the game to be able to execute it
properly. In the last form in Chrono, they were cursed, actually. That's why he dealt no damage.
Team Liquid don't necessarily have the same explosive push potential that they had in game 1. Will that help Talon Esports in terms of being able to take the fight?
And Elder Titan may be the best hero in the entire game to contest such a thing. As we're going to see the Impale onto 23Savage, getting blocked by Zai as well. Blood Grenade comes out, Timber Chain to follow. He's going to have to use the Fairy Fire, but the Whirling Death is enough with the right click from Zai. I mean, Talon are really good at comebacks. I will say that. So this is not like it's unfamiliar territory. for them.
Oh, they see Nisha and they have Blink Arena. He is kind of alone.
Shot. Haste is picked up.
Aggressive
but
fuels.
there's the Arena into the spear.
Relocate.
Relocate is coming. But the angle stomp is there just in time. Nisha getting some help from Mickey. The pump the construct. Makoto getting super low. He dies first. It's a trade of the mids. And it looks like Ollie will likely be next. Another casual right click is there from Mickey. Jab's trying to save his teammate. Gets a spear, but they don't have the damage to take out this big bad Sven unless 23Savage shows up. But he's going to take some damage from Mickey. Mickey is not scared at all. Impale from the high ground from Boxy. Big finger of death on the 23Savage, but he's going to live through the day as Mickey's the one that's bursted. And now Boxy and the rest of Liquid on the run. 23Savage looking for an opening onto Boxy. He'll find it pretty easily. And he shows up and gets catapulted in his net worth now. You can see he is third all of a sudden.
In this entire engagement from Ollie. Most importantly on that relocate, as they're baiting Boxy right now.
Yeah, they scanned it out, so they have an idea this is going to happen.
Nice read.
With a big storm hammer, but the Earth Splitter into the Mars Arena. Echo Stomp after the fact. They're going to find Makoto, who just gets stuck on the wrong side. So despite the aggression from Talon, Liquid able to defend successfully. 23Savage in the meta form. Gonna get some help via Makoto onto Zai, who's basically out of mana, but Mickey on the other side of the tree line gets the Blink Storm Hammer. Do they have... No, they don't have the CC, but yeah, the spear is there. The CC is on the side of Talon instead. So Boxy takes a tumble, and now Mickey all alone. Zai can only look on, but Nisha's on the way. They're gonna lose their Sven, though, right off the bat. And Liquid now force the hightail away. He got him! Deletes Makoto! This man has some balls. He dies shortly after, but you gotta respect it. 3 for 1 in favor of Talon in the end.
This ward, by the way, in the lane, absolutely illegal. This Talon, they saw everything for this entire fight. Jabs comes in behind, gets on a really clean spear.
Is it not that good? 6 extra?
It's not bad, but honestly, Spell on Timber is broken as Boxy does get solar bound.
Well,
Easy
Boxy
spear.
gets speared and deleted. We'll see how much more Talon can get out of the map with the Aegis. BKB getting very close for Nisha. And what kind of a timing is that going to be when coupled with Mickey? So he has his Harpoon right now. As Arena comes out onto Nisha.
He's all
alone. Makoto with a very long zip. A little too long, some would say. Insania now linking up with Sven, coming back into this fight. Nisha's actually going to live as a result of this, although 23Savage is continuing to chase. Looks like Ollie's the first to die, Q shortly after, so Liquid somehow able to get back into this fight and get a favorable result. They will lose Lion, but still, that was almost a complete disaster for Liquid.
If you're Liquid, when this Aegis runs out, I do think if they all in the TB, if they want to, I think he dies.
Good nice BKB. Gets the spear off as well. And now the zipping from Makoto is going to force out the BKB of Mickey. Getting slowed to a crawl, but Nisha is here with Insania from the right side. But you see Makoto getting controlled and brought down to start the fight again. Trying to outpace this Aegis as Nisha is just barely going to die the last right click, but the boom time is coming. Thunder for 23Savage, but the instant hex from Boxy is there. Very nicely done. Buyback down to Insania to try to get back into this fight. It's a long-ass mana drain. It's a 3 for 2 technically. And Q gonna TP out in the Glimmer. Now a smoke from Liquid. As we have a Silver Edge onto Mickey. Okay.
Wants to help his initiation. I do like that as Boxy. Just chatting it up for now.
Yeah, I think they're going to spawn him. He gets the initiation on.
Great stun.
Failed to follow. ET is dead right off the bat. 23Savage getting pursued by Mickey, who's still BKB'd. Trying to finish off the Terrorblade from afar, but he's going to force out the BKB instead and walk away. It's a 2 for 1 in favor of Liquid so far, but the Sunder onto Mickey is enough to take out the Sven. Zai trying to slow him down. The boom is about to hit 23Savage, but brings him down to half HP. Meanwhile, Nisha getting controlled. Looks like Q and Makoto are able to get out. Was looking in favor of Liquid, but then Mickey gets sundered and it turns around the fight for Talon. This is Aegis and Cheese, and Liquid very far now. This is a full wraparound, and I think they lose Roche as a result.
It's a nice wrap, but it could be too slow.
Now by the Lotus Pool is Q on the side with the trees. He's going to be the one to pop the smoke as Jack comes over the BKB and the Arena, and it looks like the Aegis will be claimed by Talon and 23Savage. He pops his BKB a little bit prematurely as Boxy's going to be the first to fall. And
Makoto's out of mana.
With the Bloodstone, Makoto bursted down by Mickey. Does have the buyback. Let's see if the rest of Talon want to fight or disengage. That's going to be the buyback from Makoto, though. Insania, he's going to get dropped, so no IO in this fight. Any way to buy back as well. Mickey.
Good to
Right
stop.
click from afar, Boxy in the trees. Jabs is completely surrounded and brought down, but Makoto trying to finish off the Sven. He does so, and Zai looks to be next on the list for Talon. He's going to Timber Chain TP, and no way to cancel it.
Pretty good deep push if they get close.
If they can somehow kill Makoto again, I mean, that's a dieback, effectively.
It's Nisha.
That's a tower down as Liquid showing no signs of stopping.
That's just a Rax. I mean, Timbers are hitting for 300 nowadays.
The wave needs to get reconnected, though. Backdoor protection kicks in at the same time as fortification. I think you're right. I think they have to give up the melee.
Looks like it.
Terrorblade up in 10 seconds. Can Liquid get out cleanly, though? Zai, well, that's not clean. He didn't hit a tree on the way out. He's stuck inside this arena. Boom Boom is nullified, though. So not as tanky as he could be. As Insania connects, he has to relocate still there. Earth Splitter comes out. Insania's going to relocate basically in place. Gets off the link onto Nisha, but he dies.
That's a dieback.
And now Nisha has to get the hell out, and Liquid, in turn, will have to do so as well. Nisha will barely TP out. They didn't have any stuns there, as the Echo Stomp does find Zai. So they get a very valuable kill in this defense. Oh, I was talking about the refresher, but sure.
Or the smoke. Refresher is big too.
Yeah,
I
Mars
mean, this
Refresher, pretty juicy.
Mid on mid smoke.
Both are going to pop here shortly. There's the zip in, the Mars Arena #1 from Jabs. So they're going to try to focus on the other side. His Boxy's really deep. He gets taken out first.
Behind the back.
Yep, that's the double chakra with the boom boom time coming for Ollie. Gets destroyed, but there's a nullifier to take it off shortly after. That's a buyback onto the Elder Titan. They don't have the same for Boxy, though, Liquid side. And Nisha, a little bit of a late BKB, getting the splitter. It's off onto Terrorblade, but Nisha getting controlled and brought down. That's a huge kill for Talon. And now Liquid on the run, but they're going to get kept in place thanks to Jabs and company, but Insania able to get able to get Mickey out of dodge. Zai will not be so lucky in all likelihood. Very tanky, but will be taken out in the end. So good fight from Talon.
Nope, and Insania.
They get effectively 4. They're actually just, it's literally worth purchasing a shard over going to kill the cube.
It's time. Don't want to, Hex.
And the Hex to start things out. Actually, double Hex this time.
What a storm
another Hex onto the Storm Spear, but there's a Mars Arena onto Zai. He's very tanky indeed. Makoto getting relatively low will zip away. 23Savage will run away with the BKB, getting up the Sunder onto Zai. There's a second arena from Jabs. It's going to connect mostly onto the IO, but the Sven is taking massive damage. He will drop to the deck. 2 minutes without your Sven at all.
As well.
Buybacks coming out from Liquid in mass. Makoto's the only casualty for Talon. He will buy back now as Jabs getting chased into the tree line. Getting forced, but will not survive the onslaught. And Boxy, he's getting controlled. As 23 Savage, he's going to take a finger of death. The Sunder, the Lotus Orb is going to prevent him from using it. Nicely played from Liquid. They take out the TB.
They're going for the game-winning play here.
That's a buyback now onto the side of 23 Savage. Double Chakram, no connection on the tree again for Zai. That actually might save the life of Q. Is now Ollie with his BKB trying to run away. Makoto getting a nice stun onto 2 heroes with the spear to follow, doing massive damage. But their TB is not here yet. They don't have the physical damage.
He was waiting in base for the travels.
Makoto go back in, getting the chakra on him. Going to get force-staffed out of the chakrams. It's the Electric Vortex with the Nullifier now onto Nisha, trying to find somebody, gets the Hex again, but Q and company very low, but they'll be able to take out
the spear misses.
The Nisha in the end. Makoto gets the kill. Now that's an instant buyback, and Jabs getting sundered by his teammate will actually save him for the time being, as Zai and company still surrounding him. Jabs gets force-staffed out. Nice double spear again. They have so many ways to kite the side of Liquid. Makoto goes him in with barely any mana as the Earth Splitter connects. Nisha is dead, and another arena, the 3rd of this fight, and this is going to be a full team wipe for Talon, and they will win game #2 because they can just go for throne. No buybacks even remotely close, and Talon playing very, very passively.
Okay, there's the Hex
from Q. Hex, though. Trying to go back in. And Mickey, waiting for that 23 Savage meta, which is now up, and he's hitting that Ancient. Mickey has to do something. There's the Hex initiation from Boxy. Mickey trying to finish somebody off. Makoto able to zip away just out of distance.
Deep in seal.
Perhaps if you were Superman, you'd be able to catch up to him, but no! They gave the axe to the Lash instead, and they're gonna die outright, so GG's are called, and Talon take game number 2. Means we're going the full distance in this series.
Ooh, Talon just strike back.
And also, I think Tylon, the Tiny and Darkseer pick combo is quite weird, I think.
And he has his shift available. Boxy gonna try to block. This would be a really big kill
they need
for
more.
Liquid if they can find him.
Oh.
Very, very tanky target. Great job from Boxy, and the blood grenade is there. First blood for Boxy. Rubik, pretty decent though.
Yeah, I would say Rubik's kind of okay. Like the thing, if you're Pango against these supports, I don't think you care too much about them. Usually, you will see Tiny from quite far away, at least in Dane time or until he has Blink. ET as well. There's no way you're ever gonna get stomped. As Mickey taking quite a bit of beating.
Oh!
Combo
I thought he was
wombo.
gonna get the time walk off, but terrific layering of spells there from the side of Talon.
Man, that was actually disgusting. The vacuum with the 3-throw right at the end towards when you wanted to time walk. What a sick kill in this lane.
See a slide from Makoto, but Echo Stomp is there from the other side from Ollie as Nisha getting run down. Boxy in the area, but the shield crash. Nisha wants to commit. Blood grenade on top. Makoto gets the slight though to be able to take out his mid lane
he drops the ward.
And yeah, the ward goes down, giving just enough vision for Boxy.
Oh, run it off, brother.
Bolt kill. Ollie won't even bother chasing. Gets the ward instead.
Oh, free throw.
Hey,
Q.
He is off to a pretty good start with these tree throws.
Then he doesn't really eat the old as. Oh, they're setting up a trap for Mr. Boxy.
Yep, he's coming for the old Wisdom
tanky.
Rune. Echo Stomp is there. Q. Well, he's going to get multiple TPs in help. 3 seconds away from the Wisdom Rune. Who can click faster? Ollie trying to go for it. He will get it. The Rolling Thunder comes out from Nisha, but they will be denied the Wisdom Rune. Both of which going the way of Talon, and despite Ollie done, even with this death, I think it's honestly worth it still. Both Wisdom Runes, very juicy.
If you lose one, I feel like it's fine. When you give a double, I think Liquid are probably okay with this.
The Wisdom Runes are more important.
Okay, whatever.
If you get team wiped, it's more important because you can't get the Wisdom Runes back.
Like if you're playing Pango, you kind of want to be able to fight back, but with how Talon play right now, this is just what we always see gaming gladiators do. You have the super strong Ember on Makoto.
Yeah, Nisha's used most of his spells. Still has his ult.
Have a toss of
both.
both.
Time Echo Stomp going to be there as Insania. Looks like he'll get right click down, but Nisha does get off his ult in time.
Mickey's here.
Showing up for this fight as well. He's going to try to focus on the Tiny instead as the Chrono is placed. A nice swatch is there. Q is dead. The Remnant's onto the low ground as Makoto getting chased by the big bad Brood. Another Remnant out. Fade Bolt connects. The Spiders continuing to chase as Zai
he has another
looking
slide.
to finish it off, but the Flame Guard is there. So some way, somehow, Makoto lives.
Then he doesn't really eat the old as. Oh, they're setting up a trap for Mr. Boxy.
Yep, he's coming for the old Wisdom
tanky.
Rune. Echo Stomp is there. Q. Well, he's going to get multiple TPs in help. 3 seconds away from the Wisdom Rune. Who can click faster? Ollie trying to go for it. He will get it. The Rolling Thunder comes out from Nisha, but they will be denied the Wisdom Rune. Both of which going the way of Talon, and despite Ollie done, even with this death, I think it's honestly worth it still. It feels like his go-to in a lot
I
of
think
these
Oracle, Rubik are like his favorite heroes as right now. Like if you're playing Pango, you kind of want to be able to fight back, but with how Talon play right now, this is just what we always see gaming gladiators do. You have the super strong Ember on Makoto.
Yeah, Nisha's used most of his spells. Still has his ult.
Have a
Can
toss
he
of
get it off in
both.
time? Echo Stomp going to be there as Insania. Looks like he'll get right click down, but Nisha does get off his ult in time.
Mickey's here.
Showing up for this fight as well. He's going to try to focus on the Tiny instead as the Chrono is placed. A nice swatch is there. Q is dead. The Remnant's onto the low ground as Makoto getting chased by the big bad Brood. Another Remnant out. Fade Bolt connects. The Spiders continuing to chase as Zai
he has another
looking
slide.
to finish it off, but the Flame Guard is there. So some way, somehow, Makoto lives.
I must say, that's, like, sure, maybe these supports don't really kill you if you're Pango, but Pango,
Surge.
hold on, Boxy.
Toss back onto the creeps, not to his team. Boxy's going to live. And Nisha going with a big shield crash, giving a lot of damage mitigation. But the
good
vacuum back in. And Boxy.
Oh, 23Savage is here.
But Nisha assassinated from 23Savage, who shows up out of nowhere. And Talon all over the place right now. It doesn't matter what hero it is. Feels like it's a 5-man wrecking crew roaming all across the map. But it's not like the win-loss is horrible by any stretch.
Still a great hero. Morph just it's hard for you to man up against Morph later, and Darkseer auras and so on makes it hard too, as Talon are kind of around here, but so are Liquid.
Spiders going down quickly to this Ion Shell from Jabs. Gonna get rooted up. Nisha there with his newly picked up Diffusal, but the chain's gonna stop his ult in his track as Mickey gets off the Chronosphere. They're able to delete the Darkseer.
Good save.
False Promise saving Nisha for the time being. Is he taking too much damage? There's a big swash onto the Morphling, but they do find Nisha in the end through the False Promise and all that juiciness. Mickey just barely getting out with that Time Walk. Gets a respectable amount of HP on top, but he's going to get dropped either way because the rest of Talon were waiting for him. And now Zai in a sticky situation, trying to get one kill on the way out, but he's not going to find it. So double kill for 23Savage. They only lose their Darkseer, and they get all the cores on Liquid. This so much damage done. Jab's pretty good person to
this is
kill
where
these spiders.
Liquid could look to punish, right? You know your Darkseer TP bottom.
Yeah, Mickey, he finds Q. Q's going to get the toss-up. Swash not going to hit, but you have to think they'll be able to eventually get this.
That's a big kill.
Yeah, it does expend the Rolling Thunder, though. Doesn't look like they'll find anything on top of that. Echo Stomp does find Nisha, but...
Nice job by Insania. Wakes him up with the damage.
Out. Nisha trying to force some things out. It's a nice swatch with a big vacuum coming in, but not a lot of follow-up from the side of Talon.
Oh, Zai in the back. What?
Zai popping his BKB.
They're looking on Jabs in the top lane for now. They're eyeing him. There's a Chrono. The Defiant Shell.
Okay. You don't see that every day. Q comes in, trying to save his team, but the BKB from Zai will save him as Mickey, by using that Chrono, will try to time walk away. 23Savage.
He can try to bash him.
Yep, the bash does connect through the BKB of Mickey, but he time walks away again.